Welcome back to another episode of Who Needs Numbers. My name is Bennett.
It is Juba here. What's going on?
I'm excited, man. Sitting here and showing each other new artists we find is fun. I'm ready to get into it.
I always fall into the habit of falling into I'm a very comfortable person. I like staying in what's familiar. So like I'm still listening to my playlist that I had back in high school, dude. And it's for some reason I don't like being disappointed. So it's difficult for me to just give new artists a listen just because like if I don't like it, I'm just gonna be like, ah. But this has forced me to get outside of my comfort zone, and it's really, really good. Also, shout out to Universal. I went to Epic Universe the other day, and I went to Nintendo World that they have in there. So I'm wearing my little Mario shirt in spirit. I had a blast. If you haven't gone, the park opens in like 2 days. Shameless plug. It's not really a plug because they're not paying me. But if you guys see this, who knows? Give us a shout out. Maybe we could do some stuff for you. I don't know. It's just a shot in the dark. But I had such a great time, and it was awesome. That's why I'm kind of wearing the Mario shirt here. But yeah, Bennett, I'm so excited, dude. And I can't wait to see who you picked first.
We have both have a connection to this first artist because I was at an open mic last night and I was blown away by the talent. His name is Josh Stevens. I was at this place called Kavahana in Santa Monica. Super nice guy. Seems very humble.
Bennett, I got a question.
Yeah.
You said it was something we both had
Oh,
either
you're right. I'm still waking up. He went to Belmont University. That's what it is.
sick. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Because I was like, wait, I don't feel like I know this dude. So do I just thug it out and be like, yeah, bro, he was mad cool, but like, yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know this dude. So
That's why we're a team, and now I'm awake.
there you go.
Light is falling down on your body, and there's no one else around. You can read my mind. Do I need to say a word? 'Cause I still fall as hard as the day I met you. Trying to prove you love, but I won't let you. I see it every day, in every single way. You make time stand still, so we dance forever. More than my lover, girl, you're my treasure. You gotta know you shine. I can't believe you're mine. It's so
To be able to just have that level of vocal control and just to be able to sound the way that he sounds, I will always commend live singers because a lot of the times we do hide behind the microphone, we hide behind a lot of the studio equipment, and with the power of technology and the way that music has evolved over the past few decades, you're able to get away with a lot, but nothing can hide from just a raw audio clip. And if you can sound good, just you know by yourself, phone, guitar, record. You can sound good anywhere. And I see what you're talking about. He has an amazing voice. Dude, I love meeting Belmont fam. What was his name again?
Josh Stevens.
Josh Stevens. Yeah, but back to Josh, man. I love how soft but also still powerful his voice is, and he has the control to have that influx of it, like I said, that softness, but he's able to have enough presence that it still hits and the voice is still filling. It sounds full. And that's really, really incredible. I love everything about that.
Yeah, and he also looks like a star here. I know you didn't see him before, but this is another clip of him. Can you see him?
Barely.
you're as sweet,
Wait, I
strong.
know that dude.
You know him? What?
I've seen that dude. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't like know him, but like, I've definitely seen him around the block. Like when I was out there, I'm pretty sure I have at least seen him. Or was he in the Pitchman?
The what?
The acapella group, the Pitchman?
He didn't bring that up, but I know he graduated 2020. And he said he didn't graduate normal because of COVID.
Yeah,
So he would have been a junior when we were freshmen.
freshman.
I think he's very, very special. And I mean, there were other, I'm going to show you one more later from last night, but I mean, he was easily the highlight for me. I think he's marketable, but that's not all of it. I'm kind of at a point where I feel like you see so many people that, they all have a good look, they all have a good sound, but then there's a certain sparkle.
Hmm.
And maybe that's cliche, but I think it's just true. Like I think
No,
if
when you know, you know.
yeah, and you get up there and it's effortless and it doesn't look forced and like, again, I know it's the look, I know it's the sound, and I know it's the whole package, but when it all comes together in a way that doesn't feel like forced or like somebody was trying to do it for you or that you were trying to do it to get noticed, like he just seems like he wakes up as a star. That's how I felt, and I'm glad that I was there. I'm glad that I saw him, and shout out to you, Josh, because I think that you have something very special.
Shout
And
out, Josh.
apparently, you already knew him, so
Hey, he looks. All I can say is he looks familiar. He looks very familiar.
you never know. I'll play like 30 seconds of one of his originals since I only did covers.
But tell me now, where would the meaning be without the turning of the pages? Yeah, what goes up comes down, yeah, but we'll stay up for now. Oh, 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 oh. Afraid that we might fall, but it's more fun not knowing at all. Oh, oh.
That's his new single, Not Knowing, so you can stream that right now. There we go. That's the first artist, Josh
That was
Stevens.
that was a little funky. I
Oh
like that.
yeah.
I like that little guitar, little riff. Okay, okay, Josh,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Go off, go off. So I guess this is kind of a mini Belmont special because I know your artist is from Belmont as well.
Yes, Julia. She is absolutely stunning. I came across this video of her, and initially, like, I wasn't following her. And then she, like, they do a great job of throwing people in your face that other people might know that you're connected to, or blah 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 blah. So I came across Julia, and I'm like, oh. And then she was like, she posts a ton of videos of her just playing guitar and just singing. No matter what video, she posts like every day. Pick one. It don't matter. You're gonna get your mind blown. Particularly, there's this one that's extremely soothing where she's just like, I have a rock. And then she places the rock on her keyboard and it plays a drone note where it's just like a note's just being held and it's just like a synth pad. And she plays a song and makes a song and builds a song around the rock on the piano. And it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. Uh, I was just like, yeah, you deserve the worlds because I don't want to say, I don't really know how to say it. I need to get better of like articulating myself in regards to genres because I know like there's a lot of genres and subgenres. So the best way I can kind of like describe, guitar is like singer-songwriter type-ish vibe or like, the unplugged kind of vibe. And she's so talented. She's so gifted when it comes to that. I don't think she's posted a video where I haven't just sat there and watched the whole thing at least twice. And I'm just like, wow.
Let's listen to this rock thing.
We have a rock. And a cat. I'm fading in and out. I'm losing touch of all my senses, then I get them back. I'm falling out of love and then I'm falling in again. I'm missing you and then I'm hating everything you said. I think I'm ready now for the next guy to take me out, and then it gets to when he's just about to be outside my door. I'm thinking that I almost left that parking spot and now I'm back and then
I wish I could like I can play a little guitar. And when I play a little bit, I can pluck a few strings and make a few chords. But it's like as a pianist, I understand the hand-eye coordination required to just being able to properly play an instrument and sing like that. But the one thing I've always noticed about Julia and her videos, she's like never off pitch, like
Hmm.
ever. Ever. She's just on top of every single note, and it's so difficult to do so when you're simultaneously making sure that you have your hands and fingers in the right position. Even if it's muscle memory, you're still using both sides of your brain at the same time, and that's not something that everybody can do. And to be able to have the concentration and the mental fortitude to sing that effortlessly and make it that easy is absolutely insane.
That's right. Let's watch one more of hers.
I remember tears streaming down your face when I said I'll never let you go. When all those shadows almost killed your light. I remember you said, don't leave me here alone. But all that's dead and gone and past tonight. Just close your eyes, the sun is going down. You'll be alright, no one can haunt you now. Come morning light, you and I'll be safe and sound.
It's so effortless, and I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, very pretty voice, and those are originals too, right?
I believe so.
That school has no shortage of talent. That's for
Not
sure.
at all. We alone had a crazy class, like just our 2019 entering class, and they're just flooding with talent every year.
That's right.
It's crazy.
That's right. Well, listen, I got one more from the open mic last night at Kavahana. This girl name is I forgive me, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. Rachel Ruzumna. She just had these crazy vocals. She got this crazy stage presence. She's got the style. She has everything. So I'm just gonna play a bit of this single I found of hers called "Nobody Likes LA," and I love it. So let's check it out.
Nobody likes it here in LA. You say the people are so damn fake. You blame it on the traffic and the plastic on her face. So is it crazy if I say I'm gonna stay? Everyone knows someone and everyone wants something. Baby, I think I'm losing count. Everyone's a player, but we're all being played in this game of Russian roulette. So do you think it's bad that I kinda like it, even though they all tell me that nobody
Right.
likes it here in LA? You say the people are so damn fake. You blame it on the traffic and the plastic on her face. So is it crazy if I say I'm gonna stay when nobody likes LA?
Man. The only rule to music is there are no rules.
Yeah.
You can do basically whatever you want as long as it sounds good. Like there's kind of no-nos where like people usually say never put your bass in stereo. If it sounds good, do it. I don't care. Like it's do what works for you. And that's what makes a lot of these artists so authentic. With the way that she sounded, the mix just sounded really great.
Yeah.
And her voice, once again, it's just really, really powerful. I like when artists do that little voice crack thing, like the intentional voice crack. That sends me. It's so amazing.
She did this song called "Dying Inside," and it was literally just about how she feels when the guy doesn't like her, and she just took her voice to the rafters. And we're in this little venue. When you're at one of these open mic type of things, you're just looking for who really is the best. Sometimes there's these people, you just look at them and you go, wow, you've got that
That's
extra
the one
thing. Yeah. I know you were saying before we started recording that you've been working all morning on some cool stuff, so like I'll
You put me on the
give
spot,
you the
dog.
spotlight for a little
Man, you put me on the spot, bro. All right, so basically, a few months ago, I was making plans to, go to Japan. And I was like, yes, I was so excited. So I went out to work for like 4 days, and we had a really, really bad storm here in Florida, and it fried the computer that I used to make music. And I was pissed for multiple reasons. One, my baby literally died. Like, two, I'm probably gonna have to spend my Japan money on a new computer. And so, I sucked it up. I cried a lot actually, and I ordered the new computer, and I spent a lot of money on this computer. So I was just like really motivated. Like, look, if I'm spending this much money on a computer, I didn't make something crazy. And then I kid you not, I fell asleep, and this crazy song idea came to me. And so I went to my PC, which is primarily for gaming, and then I downloaded FL Studio on my PC, which I usually it's outside of my workflow comfort zone because I usually play all my stuff out. But with the way that my setup is, I can't get my keyboard over here. So I was just like, all right, we're just gonna have to make this work. I produced probably the most elaborate, insane, different, most Juba song I could ever make. And I'm so incredibly proud of it. So I think, I have the track actually still pulled up. Let me see. I can share my screen here. So I had this song idea called Interstellar. I'm gonna open up a little bit about this. So, as I've done some long distance relationships kind of stuff. I'm very passionate, and I'm a very big loving person. Distance doesn't exist for me as like a personal thing, but it is scary. And so this song is basically, if you've ever seen the movie Interstellar, it's about they're exploring, really distant out into space. Time gets warped in like a black hole, and the time between them they are there and at home, it's completely different, and they're basically like physically growing apart, like time wise. So I use that as like an inspiration as to like, look, I don't care where we are, I don't care, when it is, what time it is. I'm going to make this work. So I wrote lyrics, and it was like, in the face of a catastrophe, even in another galaxy, even if our two planets collide, I'll be anywhere that I have to be through everything that you had of me. But I promise I'll bring you to this world of mine because this love of mine is interstellar, and it's actually like, so my whole inspiration with this is a futuristic, but it's a steady takeoff. Like you're blasting off, you're going somewhere crazy. And I produced all this from scratch. I even made some of these synths from scratch. I'm so proud of this.
You should be. Ooh. Oh. That's it?
Crap. Crap, stop.
No.
Hold on.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like I wanted more. I'm liking it. Like I like it.
That wasn't it. It just I accidentally closed something. Hold on, because there's is a really cool part. Oh man, that's not even the one. Man, I didn't even send the right copy. This part goes crazy. That's pretty much the end of that.
Oh, I love
Um,
that. Oh my God.
I have like it's the most Juba thing I think I could have ever made. Honestly. The reason why I say that is because I love video games and like scoring for video games, and people get a lot of that from my production. So instead of like, I used to be like, man, I wish they said my stuff sounds like a song I listen to on the radio, not this sounds like something from a video game. Well, I said, screw that. I'm gonna just take that and I'm gonna own it. So I did, and then I added a whole bunch of like future based synths, and I made some of these synths, and it's like I'm so proud of it. And I was recording the vocals earlier, and if my DAW was able to, if I were able to show you the stuff that I did record, oh my gosh, dude, it's insane. But yeah, that was a little bit about what I was doing just earlier today. I'm proud of it. I'm happy.
As you should be. So that's not even with vocals, right? That's
No, there's no vocals on that. I was recording the vocals earlier this morning.
right, right, right. And that'll go even crazier.
It will. That song is called Interstellar. It's just and I'm a very big space nerd, so like I'm all about that kind of stuff. And I think it was cool that I was able to draw the comparisons between a long distance relationship and like space and time. Like no matter where you are, no matter where we are, I'm gonna make it work. It's scary. It's dangerous. Both of us could get hurt, but I'm gonna do whatever I can. And that's basically what the song's about. And I'm proud of it. The production alone is easily my best work. And the part that I'm most proud about it is because I produced it in a way that was unfamiliar to me. I was forced to step outside of my comfort zone. I didn't have my computer in the ways that I typically do it. So I had to, go over here, right? Set up here and physically, click in the notes, physically, do a lot of the stuff where I'm used to just using. I have a keyboard right under me that you can't see, like a piano keyboard. And I usually just play stuff out because that's what's easier for me. Um, but I was able to step outside of my comfort zone. Force me to really, really evolve as an artist, as a producer. My drums have improved, my mixing has improved. Honestly, my computer shutting down and frying was one of the best things that could have possibly happened to me as a lately, because the stuff that I have been able to make since that happened has just been, it went from here to here.
I feel like every producer needs to hear that. Honestly, anybody that does anything creative on a computer needs to hear that. Anybody that like just needs to be reminded that sometimes things happen for a reason needs to hear that. You know how scary it is when a computer.
Bro, I came back home and I'm like, oh, why isn't my computer turning on? I knew. I'm just like, don't tell me. Don't tell me. And I brought it into Apple. They're like, yeah, it's done. It's gone.
uh,
And I was able to get my new computer within like maybe 3 weeks. And within that time, but within the time that my other computer fried and then I ordered the other one, I produced most of what you just heard.
right.
Um, and then as of recently, I've been making some changes and touches to it. Um, that wasn't the right version, surprisingly. There's some better stuff in there now that I switched up because I was able to just learn a lot more about drums and future bass and different genres. Surprisingly, I got so much inspiration from other artists. Um, like the song that I kind of wanted to make, like, I got inspiration from like Lady Gaga, Katy
Uh,
Perry, like stuff like that. But when it came to me, like the concept of the song came to me from them. But when it was time for me to actually make the song, I sat at my desk and I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to anybody else for inspiration. I'm not gonna try and look at anybody for songwriting or anything like that. I'm gonna try and sit here and make the most Juba song possible. And it's been long and tough because sometimes I need a little bit of a reference, when making other songs. Like, oh, I wanted to make a song like this, or that sounds like this. Who makes a song like this? How can I get ideas? But I'm trying to really stay true to myself. So that's a little bit difficult, but it's been working, and I'm really proud of it. It's a slow but steady pace, and it's coming along really nicely.
I love that. Oh, I love that story. And I mean, I all I keep thinking is Apple didn't even hit you with the, oh, we can do Apple Care, we can do, pay us $500 because usually they just try to they're like, nah, your computer's
Yeah, they're like, yeah, yeah, it's done, bro. You're
no,
cooked.
but that
Like,
but that's what happens. I mean, things happen for a reason, as I said. I mean, shoot, man, that song is like I don't even know what I was like. Ugh, it's nasty, nasty, nasty,
hmm
nasty. All the right kinds of nasty. Like it just, I mean, I'm excited to hear what it sounds like when the vocals are in because you spoke the lyrics earlier, and I was like, the story of the song and the lyrics, it's very intriguing.
Trying to finish it by the end of the week, honestly. I've been grinding. I've been so like yesterday I was working on it. Today I woke up and did some recording. Probably after we wrap this up, I'm gonna take a break, grab some food, and then go right back at it. Maybe play some video games. I don't know. Sometimes I need to can't I can't make music all day, otherwise I'll get burnt out. By like the end of the week, I'm hoping to, if not a really solid demo, I want it done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the video game shirt because it's so fitting. That's like you are.
Hey man, I'm a big nerd. I'm a big nerd, and I'll double down on it, triple down on it. That is who I am. It's what got me here. It's what gives me a lot of inspiration for my stuff.
Yeah.
I am who I am, dog.
Do you have any more artists that you wanted to spotlight?
Yeah, I got one. I got one more. I'm sending you the Spotify link. Corinna. You might know her. We went to Belmont with her as well. We were in the Belltones together. Very, very, very beautiful voice.
Let's do it.
You feel like flowers blooming in April.
Perfect.
The
Love it.
sweetest surprise, but I wonder, is it too soon? 'Cause I wanna love you as long as I'm able. I'd be crushed if we rushed it and wilted by June. Blue butterflies and the honeybees can't help but watch in amazement, a sight for sore eyes that I get to see. Your color coming up through the cracks in the pavement. Feels like a child, tire swinging hand,
Love this. God.
ready to touch the clouds, but the tree only stands 2 feet off the ground.
Beautiful.
Not ready yet. We want it now, but with time it'll only get better.
It's such a beautiful
It's
song.
like she sings with that longing for nostalgia, like she's on the tire swing.
She takes you there.
I love
like-
it.
And if you ever find her TikTok, you ever watch her Instagram, back when we would have like those recitals at Belmont, if you somehow find those videos of her, she's tearing roofs off of buildings. That voice is that voice that you just heard is a catfish. When I told you it's like, really soft and, she can sing the roof off a building. Like her voice is so strong, so powerful. She can belt stuff like crate. Like that is just this. She has one of the best voices. I'm trying to find out. There we go. She has like one of the best voices I've heard, and she's my age. If not, I think I'm like a year older than her. Like it's insane.
I love that. Well, we're trying to build this thing. We're called Who Needs Numbers? Ironically, right? Like maybe we need numbers, but that's
Low-key,
okay.
we need numbers too,
Right?
So-
Yeah. So help us out. Follow us at Who Needs Numbers on Instagram and TikTok. And then I'm at Bennett.shear on Instagram and TikTok. Where can we find you?
I am period JUBAA period II. That is my Instagram and TikTok. If you want to find my music, I have tons of music out. It is just Juba JUBAA. Help us out so we can help you out. So, it's a mutualistic beneficiary relationship here. You eat, we eat. Everybody wins, everybody's happy.
Yeah, send us stuff. Like if you have music, send it to us. We'd love that. I know you're releasing music very often. I think you said like every other week or something. Do you have any
Mhm.
upcoming releases that you want to?
You know, I was thinking about halting the every 2 week thing because I woke up one day and I looked at the music that I had and I was like, yo, I have 11 songs done. I'm almost done with the album. So I might just say, yo, hold on. And just drop the album. So I might keep releasing. I might not. Either way, a big project is coming. And I'm so proud of it. That what I played before, the finished version is going to be on that project. And that is my favorite song that I've written so far. And it's not even done yet. So
I'm excited to hear the finished product.
thank you, homie.
I'm excited to hear more stuff from you. I'm excited to keep discovering new artists. We will see you next time on Who Needs Numbers.
We appreciate you. We love you.